In the 1660s, an unusual parchment scroll was discovered at an old chateau in the French Pyrenees. 30 feet long and filled with small, neat script, the scroll had been lost for more than 2.5 centuries. It was the original police report on a high-level assassination whose violent repercussions had nearly destroyed France. On a chilly November night in 1407, Louis of Orleans, controversial brother of the French king, had been hacked to death in a Paris street by a band of masked assassins. After knocking him from his mount, they split open his head with an axe, splattered his brains on the pavement, and stabbed his body to a bloody pulp before throwing it on a pile of mud and disappearing into the dark. The crime stunned the nation and paralyzed the government, since Louis had often ruled in place of the periodically insane king, Charles VI. As panic seized Paris, an investigation began. In charge was Guillaume de Tignonville, Provost of Paris, the city's chief of police. Knight, diplomat, man of letters, and man of law, he was also very likely one of history's first detectives. Guillaume soon learned that behind the murder lay an intricate conspiracy. But who had plotted it? A jealous husband avenging one of Louis's flagrant seductions at court? A foreign power eager to sow chaos in France? The mad king, who had once drawn a sword on Louis and tried to kill him? Over the next several days, Guillaume solved the case, astounding the city all over again as the mystery behind the crime was revealed. Yet his official report, committed to the scroll, eventually disappeared, and with it many details. Now, in the 1660s, more than 250 years later, it had come to light again. Like a torch ignited in the dark, the long-lost scroll revealed the gruesome facts of the assassination. It contained first-hand accounts of the grisly autopsy and the ensuing investigation, as well as sworn depositions from shopkeepers, housewives, and other eyewitnesses who had seen the actual murder or the killers escaping afterward. The parchment scroll also captured a great national calamity in the making. For Louis's murder had plunged France into a bloody civil war, leading to a devastating English invasion under Henry V, followed by a brutal foreign occupation that began to lift only with Joan of Arc. Guillaume's inquiry took place hundreds of years before the advent of police detectives in the 19th century and the creation of the modern detective story by Edgar Allan Poe, Arthur Conan Doyle, and others. But literary murder mysteries are as old as Shakespeare's Hamlet and Sophocles' Oedipus Rex, whose title characters each pursue a criminal inquiry. And Guillaume de Tignonville's real-life investigation shows that one literary scholar is wrong to claim that, as long as the officially practiced universally accepted means of crime detection was torture, the detective story was impossible. Indeed, Guillaume led the investigation with what an expert on medieval law describes as a remarkable legal and scientific rigor. A brilliant sleuth, Guillaume directed the scores of officers and clerics under his command to examine the crime scene, collect physical evidence, depose witnesses, lock Paris's gates, and ransack the city for clues. The priceless scroll gives us a unique inside look at his investigation, conducted without modern forensic tools and mainly with shoe leather, intelligence, and a courageous pursuit of the truth. There are some things we will never know about the case. The decadent court of the Mad King swirled with scandalous rumors of adultery, poison, witchcraft, and treason. But the tattered scroll provides a rare window onto a turbulent week in Paris that changed the course of history, recording developments almost as they took place and before their huge, enduring consequences for millions became apparent. The scroll also gives us a glimpse into the lives of ordinary Parisians.